Thoughts on the season as a whole, getting back into the tournament, especially after being picked whatever spot we were early in the season. Yeah, getting back in, making the run that we've had there.
So from the beginning of the season, we always played with that chip on our shoulder. Being picked 8th in the conference, we knew we weren't 8th. I think we went out there and proved it. We're playing our best basketball now. We want to continue that into March, make a run.
Thoughts on going to Plattsburgh, playing New Jersey City?
They got a couple guys. So do we. So, I think it'll be a good matchup. Definitely a place where we can make a run and make a statement.
What's different about this team this year compared to last year at the same point in the year?
I think we have as much heart as we did last year, but we have a whole different group of guys. And last year we graduated 4 guys, 3 that played great minutes. This year we have a bunch of guys stepping into roles that we need. So yeah.
And then lastly, just wrapped up with just last week. What was it like? Playing the 2 games and having obviously building. It was a little bit different than last year's Liberty League tournament, building kind of 2 comfortable leads by the end of the games.
Yeah, going into those games, we thought it was going to be a dogfight, and we kind of stomped on their neck early, kind of folded. But no, they were 2 good wins, and we just look forward to carrying that on.
With the team this year compared to last year, especially at the same point in the season going into the tournament?
2 very good teams, but I think 2 very different teams. Last year, we were probably a little more talented. This year, we kind of defend a little more, and I guess we're just play as a cohesive unit and kind of make up for the talent loss from last year. I don't think we're in a really different spot. We've I think won 4 or 5 in a row both times going into the tournament, and we're flying high. I feel like we can beat anybody we play. So the style we play is different, but I don't think it's much of a different in terms of where we're going.
So you'd say you're playing your best basketball right now. How do you continue that going into next week?
I think we just have to keep the chip on our shoulder, like Kevin talked about. They picked us 8th at the beginning of the year. We knew we weren't 8th in the league, but it's just kind of continuously fighting for respect. Even in the video, he's like, the Liberty League kind of folded over for Union in the tournament, and just because we won by 20, it doesn't mean anyone folded over for us. So we just keep the chip on our shoulder and go out and play harder than everybody else. We'll be fine.
Looking back on the season, what do you take away from it?
Hopefully I have a different answer for you in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but it's been a great season so far. We've exceeded everyone else's expectations, but not really our expectations. We expected to be here at the beginning of the year and expect teams going forward to be in the spot. So, it's been a good season.
I think the story of the season is our seniors. The leadership that we've had from them. They weren't picked at the top of the league in the preseason, but we talked about it a little bit internally, but ultimately, we wanted to do something that hadn't been done here at Union before, and that was win back-to-back league championships. And I think being picked 8th just kind of gave them a little more fuel. But these are very self-driven kids, and with those 5 seniors, Garrett Johnson, Kevin Weckworth, Matt Liquori, Greg King, and Aaron Gordon, they steered the ship. And they wouldn't allow guys to take a practice off or to take a play off or to take a drill off. And when you have 5 seniors like that, it makes your job a lot easier.
How much do you think last year played into that senior class this year? Obviously, they were around, they got the experience and success going into the tournament. How much do you think that helped this past weekend and going into this and going back into the national tournament?
Right. I think the seniors this year, had an experience that gave them an understanding about what it takes to reach this point and the sense of urgency that you need to have on a daily basis. And when those 5 guys would never take a day off or a practice off, it permeated throughout the team to some of the younger guys too. And I think that's why we started to play our best basketball towards the end of the year. And hopefully we talk about having a chance to play basketball in March, and we have it. And
what do you do this week, and what do you do to continue playing your best basketball of the year going into March?
I think it's maintaining that sense of urgency in what we do. If you're playing at this time, you're going to be playing a really good opponent. And New Jersey City has some really talented guys. Sam Toney, kind of an inside-outside guy, big, strong kid, one of the better players that we'll have faced all year. we're going to prepare for them, but we got to execute what we do. And again, it starts with the seniors, then Kevin McNoble, Brendan Lang, two important juniors for us. Kevin's kind of an engine for us offensively and defensively. He helps make us go. So, we'll have a good practice tomorrow and start to look at some film tonight in preparation for New Jersey City and string together a couple good practices.
Obviously having played at Union, and, what does this mean, winning back-to-back championships? What does it mean, for the program as a whole for you? And like just personally too, obviously.
Yeah, I think, last year was special because we got to do it at home, and the alumni of the basketball program are just so, they're special people, and the number of emails, calls, texts that I received were just incredible. And then this year, to do it at Hobart, which, a little history, in 2005 when I was a junior point guard, we cut down the same net. Initially they had us cutting down the net on the other side, and I asked them, hey, can we cut down the same one? And I sent a text to a couple of guys that I played with and, told them, hey, does this look familiar? And it was kind of a neat thing, and being able to see the guys enjoy it, just kind of a reward for all their hard work and effort that they put in during the season and the off season to hit a goal of ours, and that was special. That was really special.